And in this video, we are talking about overcoming laziness, and that's to do with managing money using the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and this is video number 52. Excited? Join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. On this channel, I share what I learn, continue to learn. And in this lesson today, we are learning from Rich Dad Poor Dad, the book by Robert Kiyosaki. And in this lesson, we are learning about overcoming laziness. If you are new, my name is Sherifa and Nakalema. On this channel, I share business tips, YouTube tips, earning money online tips through affiliate marketing and motivation. Sometimes I record those just to ask you to take a step to make your life better. And like a video like this one, I'm talking about, I'm sharing books. We are learning a lot from this book, and this is video number 52 concerning the same book. Sounds interesting? Please consider subscribing, sharing, liking, and most of all, leave me a comment if you are new. And for those of you who already said yes, appreciate you very much. And I hope everything is in order, right? The button is not ready. Check it. Have you liked already? Please like. And at this point, let me share my schedule. By the way, this you can get. I'll show you how to get it at the end of this video. And also, if you want a physical copy or audio copy, is free. Audio listening is free. And also, how we get to all these 52 videos, 1 up to 51. I'll share how you get those at the end. But for now, let me first share my schedule. Like, if you come back, you know what I do here. It's every day. 11 a.m. USA Eastern Time, I do books. And on Friday at the same time, I come up live. And then on Thursdays and Sundays, I come twice. I come at 11:32. Thursday would be YouTube tips or business tips. And then on Sunday, I come with motivation. That's the schedule. Please join me, join us, keep coming. Set an alarm or something, whatever, reminder. Make sure you click on subscribe and then a notification so you get to know when I have those new videos are coming up. This is video number 52. We're continuing with the book, same book, all those videos. And this is chapter 7. And the the subheadline is, the headline in there is that overcoming obstacles. We've covered a few obstacles. And for this one, it says, this one I'm going to cover overcoming laziness. But before I do that, I always have to go back to tell you who Robert Kiyosaki is. Robert Kiyosaki, when you see me reading, is something I got from the book. He's a self-made millionaire. He's an entrepreneur. He's an educator. He's an investor with a mission to elevate the financial well-being of humanity, starting with one life and one person at a time. That person could be you. And he named it Rich Dad Poor Dad because of his two dads. One of them was his real dad. And this one was a very intelligent man, well-educated, PhD, who was a superintendent of education. But he, according to Robert, he died broke, no money. And then the other one, the rich dad, that one was a friend of his dad. Robert had a friend called Mike. His dad was a rich one, left school, age 13. He was just finished 8th grade, but he turned out to be one of the wealthiest men in Hawaii. So it's an interesting story. All the lessons are here, this book. So we ended 51. I always like to go back to remind you where we ended. Remember, this is video number 52. But 51 ended. I put in notes here. Robert was telling us about Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders is the founder of KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. And he was telling us that when he went around selling his recipe for fried chicken, people turned him down 1,009 times before he got a yes. And then that yes turned him into a millionaire. So, and he was 66. Don't forget, he was 66 years. So, it's not too late. And please don't give up. Keep going. That's the message. Now, let's go to 52. I'm going to read, but please, today, I don't know how long this video is going to be because I want to finish the topic of laziness. I'm starting it and also I'm finishing it. Hopefully, you already know how long it is. I don't. I'm still recording it. So, overcoming laziness. Busy people are often the most lazy. That's strange, right? We have all heard of stories of a businessman who works hard to earn money. He works hard to be a good provider for his wife and children. He spends long hours at the office and brings work home on the weekends, One day he comes home to an empty house. His wife has left him with the kids. He knew he and his wife had some problems, but rather than work to make the relationship strong, he stayed busy at work. This made his performance at work slip, and he loses his job too. So today, I often meet people who are too busy to take care of their wealth. And there are people too busy to take care of their health. The cause is the same. They're busy. They're busy. And they stay busy as a way of avoiding something they do not want to face. Nobody has to tell them. Deep down, they know. In fact, if you remind them, they often respond with anger and irritation. If they are not busy at work or with their kids, they are often busy watching TV, fishing, playing golf, or shopping. Yet, deep down, they know they are avoiding something important. That's the most important form of laziness. Laziness by staying busy. So, what is the cure for laziness? The answer is a little greed. For many of us, we were raised thinking of greed or desire as bad. Greedy people are bad people, my mom used to say. Yet, we all have inside of us this yearning to have nice, new, or exciting things. So, keep that emotion of desire under control. To keep that emotion of desire under control, often parents find ways of suppressing that desire with guilt. You only think about yourself. Don't you know you have brothers and sisters? Was one of my mom's favorites. You want me to buy you what? Was my favorite, a favorite of my dad. Do you think we are made of money? Do you think money grows on trees? We are not rich people, you know. Okay, all these are quotes. It wasn't so much the words, but the angry guilt trip that went with the words that got to me. Or the reverse guilt. The reverse guilt trip was I'm sacrificing my life to buy this for you. I'm buying this for you because I never had this advantage when I was a kid. I have a neighbor, so now Robert is saying, I have a neighbor who is stone broke but can't park his car in his garage. The garage is filled with toys for his kids. Those spoiled brats get everything they ask for. I don't want, this is the neighbor talking now, I don't want them to know the feeling of want. His everyday words. He has nothing set aside for their college or his retirement, but his kids have every toy ever made. He recently got a new credit card in the mail and took his kids to visit Las Vegas. I'm doing it for the kids, he said with great sacrifice. Rich dad forbade the words, I cannot afford it. In my real home, that's all I had. Instead, rich dad required his children to say, how can I afford it? Okay, what he's saying, his rich dad didn't like the word, I can't afford it, yet his real dad kept saying it. So it was conflicting messages. How can I, okay, I'm reading again. Instead, rich dad required his children to say, how can I afford it? He believed that the words, I can't afford it, shut down your brain. It didn't have to think anymore. How can I afford it? Opened up the brain and forced it to think and search for answers. But most importantly, he felt the words, I can't afford it, were a lie. And the human spirit knows it. The human spirit is very, very powerful, he would say. It knows it can do anything. By having a lazy mind that says, I can't afford it, a war breaks out inside of you. Your spirit is angry, and your lazy mind must defend its lie. The spirit is screaming, come on, let's go to the gym and work out. And the lazy mind says, but I'm tired. I worked really hard today. Or the human spirit says, I'm sick and tired of being poor. Let's go out there and get rich. To which the lazy mind says, rich people are greedy. Besides, it's too much bother. It's not safe. I might lose money. I'm working hard enough as it is. I've got too much to work to do and work anyway. Look at what I have to do tonight. My boss wants it finished by morning. That's funny. Then he said, I can't afford it also causes sadness, a helplessness that leads to despondency and often depression. How can I afford it? Opens up possibilities, excitement, and dreams. So Rich Dad was not so concerned about what we wanted or to buy, as long as we understood that how can I afford it creates a stronger mind and a dynamic spirit. Thus, he rarely gave Mike and me anything. He would instead ask, how can I afford it? He would ask, how can you afford it? And that included college, which we paid for ourselves. It was not the goal, but the process of attaining the goal that he wanted us to learn. The problem I see today is that there are millions of people who feel guilty about their desire or their greed. It's old conditioning from their childhood. While the desire to have the finer things that life offers, most have been conditioned subconsciously to say, I can't have that, or I'll never be able to afford that. When I decided to exit the rat race, it was simply a question of how can I afford to never work again? And my mind began to kick out answers and solutions. The hardest part was fighting Mario parents' dogma. We can't afford that. Stop thinking only about yourself. Why don't you think about others? And other similar sentiments designed to install guilt to suppress my greed. So, how do you beat laziness? Now he's talking to you. How do you beat? I'm about to finish, but it's like 2 paragraphs. How do you beat laziness? Once again, the answer, a little greed, is that radio station, W2FM, which stands for what is in it for me. A person needs to sit down and ask, what would my life be like if I never had to work again? What would I do if I had all the money I needed? Without that little greed, the desire to have something better, progress is not made. Our world progresses because we all desire a better life. New inventions are made because we desire something better. We go to school and study hard because we want something better. So, whenever you find yourself avoiding something you know you should be doing, then the only thing to ask yourself is, what's in it for me? Be a little greedy is the best cure for laziness. Too much greed, however, as anything in excess can be, is not good. But just remember what Michael Douglas said in the movie Wall Street. Greed is good. Rich Dad said it differently. Guilt is worse than greed, for guilt robs the body of its soul. I think Eleanor Roosevelt said it better. Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway. You'll be down if you do, and down if you don't. That's the end of the 52 reading. He has one note for you, something he has already stressed. One note says, Rich Dad believed that what I cannot afford it, shut down your brain. How can I afford it? Opens up possibilities, excitement, and dreams. That's the end of the reading. For those of you who are new, you can get this book. I have a link. When you go to the comments on this video, the top comment is mine. It's pinned, and it has 2 links. One link takes you to Amazon Audible, but it goes through my website actually, onesol.com. So when you click on it, it's gonna take you to it says podcast and Audible. So when you click on that, it take you to Amazon Audible, and there you can choose the audio, and it's free. They'll give you credit. Make sure you are choosing Audible Premium Plus. That's why I found this book. It's free for 30 days. They give you credit. If you want to continue, it's up to you. But I'm hoping within 1 month you will have finished listening. If you want to buy it, this same link, while you're still on my website, there is a book, the real book image. You click on that and buy. For those of you who want to know, who want to go back to where we started with this book, the second link in that pinned comment, it says, it takes you to all of them. And then at the end of this very video, there is on the end screen, a video, lessons to the whole playlist, lessons from Robert Kiyosaki. That will take you to all of them. Also in the description, I have the link again. So that's how you get to them. Please leave a comment, especially if you came on a premiere. Please don't leave unless you leave a comment. But especially also if you are new. In fact, all of you, leave a comment. What do you think? Is this worth it? I think so. Okay, I'm ending it like I always end them. Take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your family. Take very good care of your health. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye.